Hi guys, today I'm going to talk about a book written by Holliday. Trust me, I am lying. So this book gives us an overview about how the media is working. We are consuming our news from Facebook, Twitter, blogs, YouTube. So how those platforms can be free, how do they make money? It's through clicks, through getting your attention. The most important resource in the world is our time, people's time. And this is what they want to catch from us. They want to steal our time and sell it for advertising money. So clicks becomes a new currency. It's the clicks is equals to money, attention, page views, likes, all those things are money. There is not one company in the world that doesn't want attention. When you make a product launch, when you launch a new movie, a new book, you need attention. You need people to come to see what you have, and this requires getting people's attention. And how do you get people's attention is through those platforms, through those blogs. And that means that those blogs and those platforms, they need to find a way to make you click, to make you watch their content. So the news, this business model is built on clicks. That is the reality. If there are no clicks, they're not able to survive. They are gonna go bankrupt. They will close the door on their company. If they have nobody watching their videos, nobody reading their blogs and their news, nobody clicking, then they have no way to make money. It's that simple. So this is the market. There is a demand of content, and what we offer in exchange are our clicks. So this is the supply and demand. The market is like this. And we spend our time on our mobile phone, always refreshing our mobile phones, refreshing our Twitter, refreshing our Facebook to see what new news, the fresh news coming out. So we are constantly looking for something new on our mobile phone. And we feel by doing that we are filling our days. Otherwise, we get bored. And if we get bored, we feel that we are wasting our time. But in fact, what is the waste of time? Is it that we are bored, or is it that we're spending our time on our mobile phone and consuming this news constantly? So this is a major issue, and this is a human issue. We are all against being bored, and we need people that are able to catch our attention, and they need us to survive through our clicks. So at the end is people want junk food, so let's give them some junk food. So the junk news to collect the clicks. And as I explained, the market is based on clicks, so everybody had pressure to bring clicks. So the reporters working for news companies, they are pressured on clicks. Some companies, they are paying their reporters on the number of clicks that they can generate. Some companies are paying $12 per blog. It's nothing. Some companies are paying per day, you must give 12 blogs. If not, you didn't reach your target, you can go back home. So they have to write 12 blogs per day. And in some companies, they have those very big boards where they have a ranking by number of clicks. How many page views have been reached by this reporter, and etc. And this goes without saying, if you are in the bottom of the list in the chart, then you get fired. So they have this big pressure about generating clicks. And the only way is to write more, write often, and publish as soon as possible, as much as possible. So what happened is they don't really care about the content anymore, because a click is a click. You cannot unclick a click. A click is a click. So once you clicked, they reach their goal, and they have quotas on the number of clicks. The most important part is not what you write, is how you write. That is key. The headline is very important. It has to attract you to click on the video or on the article. So the headline should contain part of the story and enough to bring you on the click. What's inside is not very important, the content itself, because you've already reached your target, which is getting the click and the view. So your content should be very short. Some companies, they put like 800 words maximum, because people, they don't like scrolling around. So the shortest, the better. And that means that what we are consuming, the quality is not good. It's about quantity. It's about quantity. So what happened is the reporters, they don't have time to spend to make research, to check their facts, if they are correct or not. It's about first go and post the information as you get it. And then you can update later on the information. But the first is go ahead and just post. You don't need to take responsibility about what you're posting. You don't need to spend time in research and investigation, and etc. So in order to attract our attention, you need to understand what makes people click, what makes people watch your videos, what spreads, what gets shared among friends. And very clearly, what gets shared is what triggers emotion, what arouses the viewers. So there are some emotions that people don't want to see, like sadness. People don't want to cry. So if you share a sad story, nobody's gonna watch it. The most important, the most powerful way to attract people is through anger. Make them angry. And that's why in the news you have a lot of angry titles and content and scandals that makes you aroused. It brings emotion enough to make you click. So all those controversy, the scandals, humiliation, some crisis, frustration, all those things are spreading fast. So they want you to have a reaction and to create a debate. Once there is a debate, people were gonna share the link to their friends. So if some video or some blog, they have no comments and nobody's writing their comment, there's a comment section in the below. If nobody is writing nothing, nobody's gonna share it. It means there is no debates in the topic. And you just close the topic and you lost a lot of potential additional clicks and additional views. So you cannot be in the middle. You have to create an emotion. Either it's very negative or very positive. It has to be on the extreme. And this is the way you can create debates, because you will have people against, people for, and you're creating comments and creating additional links. But again, it cannot be too negative, like despair and people, poor people in the street and sad because people don't want to cry. So this very negative part should be removed. It has to be it has to be extreme, on the extreme emotions, but not go into despair and hopelessness. So that means you have to create something that has empathy, fear, anger, all those excitement, those are guaranteed to be shared by the people. So all the stories with useful information, practical information, they are not getting shared because, okay, you watch it and you understood, and that's it, done. There is no need to share those kind of things. So if you want to share practical information, you will be doomed. Very few clicks. It's not a very lucrative business if you want to make money. So how do you spread your blog? There is something called trading up the chain in the media world. They start with a very small blog with something that catch the attention. Then you have bigger blogs that would go and read your small blog and they're going to write about it first. And then you have bigger media that saw that there is some people starting to have attention on these middle blogs, and they go and purchase those news. And then they spread it at a local city level newspaper, and if it catch, it can go up to the national coverage. So this is what the author call trading up the chain. And if you know the tricks about how to create views and clicks, you can go very fast on the higher level of the chain, which is national coverage. Since the goal is to attract people to click, the truth is not important anymore. In fact, truth is boring. People want to see scandals, controversy, topics that make them aroused. So the truth is not very important anymore. People are not spending time to check their facts. In fact, when you lead an investigation, you need a lot of time, you need a lot of resources. It's expensive. Truth is expensive. So what happened is people that just follow the rumor. There is a rumor, they go and post it first to guarantee their clicks, and they are first on the scoop. Even if it's fake, they can later on update this information. Say, okay, this is the update on this story, but you cannot wait the story to end, then start to write about it, because your competitors will already talk about the story, so you'll be late. And if you wait until the end, you miss the opportunity to get additional clicks with your updates. So the goal is to first talk, and later what happened. We all know, we all have this saying, I think in many cultures, that say that if there's smoke, that means there is a fire. So if there is a rumor, and maybe it's true. And we all believe that journalism is about fairness, truth, and that they're not liars, that journalists basically are representing truth. They work for truth, and this is what they teach them in universities and in college. So they have to come up with the truth, but the reality is not like this, because they have a huge pressure, as I mentioned. They have to write 12 blogs per day, they have a ranking about who is bringing the most views, so they have no time to spend in checking their facts or interviewing people. They sometimes, just to protect themselves, they say, this has been said by this, and that means it's not their responsibility. Somebody else talked about it. They just reported the story from somebody else, and they just put the link below. This is what the email I received from this guy, but that's it. They will not go deeper on checking their facts. On the old days, in order to sell the newspaper a long time ago, when there was no internet, they used to shout in the street, "The war is coming, the war is coming." And people were like excited. They had to buy the newspaper and see what's going on. And inside, sure, it was fake information, fake news. But today with online, the the spread is exponential, and they are still using this old way and this old rule to attract people to click and to watch their content. So that clearly means that what sells is not the truth, but what arouses people is the most important. The truth is boring. It doesn't sell. People love scandals. They love to see someone accusing someone else. And we all believe that eventually the truth will come out. But it's too late, because what came out is out already. So even though you send an apology later and say, sorry, what I said was a mistake, nobody's gonna read the update. Very few people. The accusation, maybe there will be 1 million views, and once you send an update, you will not say apology, you will say update. It will be like maybe 10,000 views. So the harm is already done. People already created their own opinion. It's like a click. When you click, you cannot unclick. When you put something on your brain, a fact on the brain, you cannot remove it from your brain like this. So even though you send an update, maybe he will not read it, but even if he reads it, it's just gonna reinforce his opinion. This is called the backfire effect. The backfire effect. It means that if I send you an update, in fact I'm reminding you about something you had already heard about and just reinforcing your opinion. And this is the dangerous part, because we humans, we first believe, then evaluate. Once you have the belief, it's very difficult to correct the belief. It's gonna take a tremendous amount of effort to change your belief, and we all know that. We all believe in something, and if you want somebody to change my belief, oh my God, it's gonna take a huge amount of energy. And that is this bias, this human bias, that makes us easy to believe in some fake news. Because once you have the facts and once you think it's true, then difficult to change your mind. So to make something becomes true, you just need to make it sound true by repeating it and repeating it and repeating it until it sounds like true. It's like it came from a local coverage and until the national coverage, so it must be true. And so many medias are talking about this fact. So automatically you think, oh, maybe it's true. And if you watch it many times, then you will believe it's true. This is how fake news are working. And if you know how to manipulate the media, then you know how to manipulate the truth. So the traffic is more important than the truth. The traffic is profitable. The truth is expensive. Once you speak a fact, speaking facts are cheap. Then you can later update, and you can say this is an update. It's not a mistake. It's an update. We will never accept and apologize about the mistakes we do. We just speak about updates, and you'll get protection about that. It was not your fault. You didn't know. So you have no responsibility. And today, this lack of responsibility is a main issue in the media world. Some key quotes. There is a blurring line between what is true and the content created for the only goal to catch some of our likes and clicks. To get the whole story in the headline, but leave out just enough so people will want to click. Being evasive and misleading is the only way to drive traffic. Freedom of journalism to the extreme is dangerous. Freedom of speech should not come with freedom from responsibility. Getting it right is expensive. Getting it first is cheap. So I'm gonna give this book the grade B. Thank you guys, and I'll see you on my next video.